The season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw on that play, they'll run right through those attempted plays.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 27, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing a second interception.
first down. Cottrell.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 24, Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they snap him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. First carry for James Conner.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray.
He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they get the turnover in press territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go now. Cut the Rangers. 18 runners. 19.
On 2nd down and 4. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense. They'll keep.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 3rd down, Cottrell, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play fake. Murray.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. First down, Murray. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Alert! Alert! Cougar 19! Seven Pirates! Trap alert!
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Warriors 70! 50
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
But look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
It's caught by Sanders. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
And Prater's not going to get this one. Missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And this will stay a 12-point game.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
But 1st down, Hurts.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This will be caught once again by Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
To throw is Murray. Ertz over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And some space here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understanding they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Cardinals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but the first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Arizona, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before.
Yeah. Welcome to the camp. Hold up. It ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate.